r/AskReddit. Which famous singer sucks at singing? Pretty sure will.i.am has admitted he can't sing without auto-tune. He's honestly a good producer, but his singing/rapping ranges from terribly mediocre to exceptionally terrible. Ranges from terribly ordinary to extraordinarily terrible*. From awfully basic to basically awful. I was born like this. I had no choice. I was born with the gift of the golden voice. Leonard Cohen mocking himself in lyrics. Paraphrasing Leonard when he won a Juno Award, the Grammys in Canada. Only in Canada would someone with a voice like mine would won a vocalist award. I read a YouTube comment once that said there's a difference between a singer and a vocalist. Believe it or not, Biz Markie is not that great at singing. I'm shocked. Shocked. Not that shocked. Terrible singer, and yet I'd listen to him all day because he's just fun. Oh baby you. Can't hear this sound without seeing Denison D. Reynolds drinking beer on the stoop at 8 in the morning. Chain smokers definitely don't live up to the hits they pump out. Chain smokers don't tend to have the beat voices. Their voices are beat. This would be a great one-liner if it was spelled correctly. Took me way too long, so it only got a sensible chuckle. Bob Dylan. Amazing songwriting skills do not necessarily mean amazing vocal skills. I saw Bob Dylan perform at Firefly in 2017. I'm pretty sure he's been dead for decades and they just propped his corpse up on stage. I've seen him a couple times. I love Bob Dylan, but he sounds like a horse that has smoked its entire life. I'm surprised I didn't see Selena Gomez, but yes, Selena Gomez. Her singing voice just sounds like her speaking voice. She has that Taylor Swift thing where sounds like just any random person who isn't a terrible singer and happens to have access to a recording studio. Don't forget Taylor Swift's dad is a rich stock Merrill Lynch broker who moved her to Nashville, then bought a piece of a music label to get her into the business. Jennifer Lopez. And she's one of the few that will actually admit she isn't a great singer, surprisingly. That's probably because she didn't build her career on singing alone. She was already a professional dancer and actor by the time her music career took off. I think her singing motivation came from Selena the movie. Yoko Ono. Shudders. I wish I could have been the one to cut her mic in that fiasco. Cardi B. As a singer she's one hell of a sexual predator, but as a sexual predator she's not much of a singer. Sexual predator? I thought everyone was mad at her for drugging and robbing Johns. Since when did she assault anyone? Same. It is very still bad, but not sexual assault bad. I'm no fan of her, but between all what the male rappers claim to have done, I'm not sure why she is getting that much attention, especially compared to the guys like CeeLo who have actually drugged and raped people. Dolly Parton. Nah, just kidding. She's the real deal. I was about to throw down. Right? Don't fuck with Dolly. Not only is she a phenomenal singer and songwriter, she is good people. Dolly is that bitch. Insanely talented. Stood up for herself as an artist and refused to sign over her shit. Feminist before it was cool. Owns her boob jobs. Has a bomb amusement park. Donates a fuck ton to charity. Adam Levine. He is really pitchy. Autotune can work wonders. I can't stand his voice. It's like a cat with an ice cube stuck in its asshole. Did a double take as I was skimming the comments, and I had to scroll back up to get a good laugh at your comment. My skim saw cat, ice, asshole, and I was extremely intrigued. Thanks man. Madonna. Her Eurovision performance was a 100 times worse than the worst participating country lol. The funniest part was when she went on to post the video on her Twitter and it magically sounded better. Even with the retouch, it still sounds awful. There's no amount of sound editing that will salvage that performance. Milli Vanilli. The story behind that group is actually pretty sad. Do tell. They were both singers/performers in their own right, but were used as the faces of Milli Vanilli, while a combination of like 5 singers provided the actual vocals. They were publicly shamed and humiliated after being found out. It trashed their professional reputations. One member never really recovered from it and struggled with substance abuse for the rest of his life. He died of a suspected overdose. Try searching Jason Derulo live. Like no hate, love the guy, but goddamn he needs some auto-tune. Jason Derulo. Why can I hear this comment? Sweet 2010s nostalgia. Feet. Have no idea who that guy is, but has very popular. I mean their voice is all over the place. But it's pretty silent verses, so we are kind of spared. JLo. Girl can dance but her voice, no. JLo has always been the kind of singer you want to see, not hear. She's not really a singer as much as she's an entertainer, like Britney and Rihanna. I'd put Lady Gaga and Beyoncé as singers who are also entertaining. Then there's the Adeles and Christina Aguileras who are all about the voice. Pink can do it all. Imagine belting out a song while spinning upside down in the air. Katy Perry. Have you heard her live? Pretty awful. One of my most downvoted comments ever was about how she was a talentless hack that basically only made because she sold her sex appeal, which is fine. But the people defending her were weird. They persistently called her one of the greatest vocalists ever. Maybe she's one of the best big old titty vocalist, but yeah, not ever. Edit. Saying she is talentless is a bit hyperbolic. She is a great performer, and in that respect you get what you pay for. With that said, she can't sing for shit. No way is that true. Dolly Parton is the best big tittied vocalist of all time. Rihanna is god awful live. Look up some of her live performances. I was surprised because I didn't think she used that many modifiers in the studio. When I bartended in Atlanta, one of my regulars worked in the music biz. His job was to auto-tune everything to make it sound good. He told me that Rihanna needs everything fixed in post because she's so awful. He also said that all the Atlanta recording studios have top secret cookie recipes and some artists will not record in some studios because they don't like the cookies as much as other studios. He also said they use the cookies to weed out interns. Like, if you can't follow a simple recipe to make cookies then you're worthless. Lol. Surprised no one has said Adam Levine. The guy sings like he's constantly being hit in the balls while somehow also being unable to hit the high notes in his music well. There's also just this feeling you get off of his voice that he doesn't want to be there. It baffles me that he is somehow a judge on The Voice when his isn't any good. It sucks because on songs about Jane I thought he was really good, but the commercialized stuff they put out later was definitely a massive step back. The new song they put out, maybe 2 months ago at this point, is a throwback to the songs about Jane era, so I'm hoping they move more in that direction. Songs About Jane was a great album. They went downhill fast. Yoko Ono. The woman sounds like someone is sodomizing a cat with another cat. Thanks for the upvotes, and thank you for the silver mysterious benefactor. I'm glad you agree on behalf of those poor cats. Yoko Ono has never been known for her singing, and has always sounded like a bunch of cats being slowly fed into a shredder. Can someone please explain what exactly she is known for? Why did they let that gayest on stage with them? This is the complete opposite of your question, but Jack Black actually has a phenomenal voice. Tons of Ranger D, he just sounds great live as well. You should really check him out. It's true, but between the comedic nature of most of what he sings and the overblown effects he puts on as his style, natural, not computer effects, it's real easy to miss. The dude is an absolute beast vocally and a great performer on top. Yeah, he chooses to be a very goofy vocalist, which undermines his range and talent, I think. I speak for all of Australia when I say Meatloaf. Meatloaf fucked his voice. It used to be good, but he wrecked it. He never got any training because he naturally had a powerful sound and was successful with it. So what needs fixing, right? There are lots of articles by vocal coaches who use Meatloaf as the inducement to learn good technique. Him and James Hetfield were the two examples I used to get students to understand the importance of proper training. Hetfield was a perfect example of how you can come back so much better if you work and train properly. I'd play the S&M album in comparison to earlier stuff to show the difference. So spew up blood and or ruin your whole voice forever, or lose your pride and learn it right, was always my main point. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for I upload daily, and suggest what subreddit I should cover next. Thank you and happy travels.